All right, welcome. Let's talk about money. Over the next few minutes, we're going to completely change how you think about it. We're going to take it from something that might feel a little scary, maybe confusing, and turn it into a simple tool that you can use with total confidence. Let's dive in.
So let me ask you this. Does just thinking about money make you feel kind of stressed out, maybe a little overwhelmed? Look, if you answered yes, I get it. You are definitely not alone. For so many of us, money just equals stress. We worry about bills, we avoid looking at our bank accounts. But what if we could change that?
And that brings us to the most important idea of this whole explainer. It's a huge mindset shift. Money isn't some big, scary monster hiding under the bed. It's just a tool. And just like you learn to use a computer or a smartphone, you can absolutely learn to use money. You don't have to be a math whiz, you just need to know the basic rules of the game. Okay, so where do we even begin? Well, the first step is understanding what's really going on. And here's a tough pill to swallow. Most money problems, they're not actually income problems, they're habit problems. I love this analogy. Think of it like this. If your financial habits are a bucket with a big hole in it, getting a bigger paycheck is just like pouring more water into that leaky bucket. It's just going to leak out faster, right? The real fix isn't getting more water, it's patching the hole by fixing your habits. So, how do we patch that hole? How do we fix these habits? Well, we're going to do it by throwing out all the confusing, scary financial jargon and just getting back to basics. Seriously, personal finance really just comes down to four super simple ideas. Once you get these, you basically speak the language of money. First up, you've got income. Super simple, right? This is just all the money flowing into your life. It's the fuel for your financial engine. Could be your salary, could be cash from a side hustle, whatever it is, that's your starting line. And then, of course, you have expenses. This is all the money flowing out of your life. And I mean everything. We're talking rent, groceries, your bus pass, and yeah, even that Netflix subscription you forgot you had. It is so important to know exactly where your money is going. Okay, now for the fun stuff. Assets. An asset is something you own that actually works for you. It's something that actively puts money into your pocket. Think about a savings account that pays you interest, or maybe a stock that gives you a dividend. Assets, this is how you build real wealth. And on the flip side, you have liabilities. A liability is the total opposite. It's something you own that is constantly taking money out of your pocket. The classic example, high interest credit card debt. You're literally paying money every single month just for the privilege of having it. And understanding those four things leads us to this really critical difference, needs versus wants. Look, you need a pair of shoes to protect your feet. You want those new limited edition sneakers that just dropped. And hey, there's nothing wrong with wants. The problem is our brains are hardwired for that instant gratification, so we start treating our wants like they're actually needs. And that's where things can get messy. So that's where having a plan comes in. And I know, the word budget makes people want to run for the hills, but I really want you to think about it differently. A budget isn't a financial jail cell. It's actually a map. It's a map that gives your money a mission. You see, a good budget is not about restriction. It's literally permission to spend. It gives you the freedom to spend on your wants, totally guilt-free, because you already know your needs are covered and your future self is being taken care of. You're the one in charge, telling your money where to go instead of scratching your head at the end of the month wondering where it all went. And the best part? It does not have to be complicated at all. The absolute easiest way to start is with something called the 50-30-20 rule. It's so simple. 50% of your after-tax income goes to your needs, 30% goes to your wants, and that last crucial 20%, that goes to savings and paying down debt. That's it. Simple, clear, and unbelievably effective. Okay, let's make this really concrete. Take a look at Sarah's budget here. She makes $3,000 a month after taxes. So she puts $1,500, that's 50%, towards her needs, like rent. She gets $900, 30% for wants, like going out with friends. And the last $600, the 20%, goes straight into her savings. See? It's a clear, actionable plan that just works. Now hold on. Before you even start thinking about investing or making that savings pile grow, you need a safety net first. I want you to think of this as your financial airbag. It's an emergency fund. Your goal here is to save up about 3 to 6 months worth of your essential expenses. This fund, this is what lets you sleep peacefully at night, because you know if you get a surprise medical bill or lose your job, you're going to be okay. All right, so once that financial airbag is fully inflated, then it's time to put your money to work for you. See, saving is about protecting your money. Investing, that's how you actually grow your money. It's how you let that amazing magic of compound interest build real long-term wealth for you.
But I know, this is where the fear pops right back up, doesn't it? We've all seen the movies about Wall Street traders, and we think we have to be some kind of genius who can pick the next Amazon. But what if you're wrong? What if the company you pick just flops?
Well, let me offer you a much simpler way to think about it. Instead of trying to find the one single perfect apple in the entire grocery store, what if you could just buy a tiny piece of the whole fruit basket? That way, if one apple goes bad, who cares? You've still got all the oranges and bananas and everything else. This is the big idea behind smart, simple investing. And that fruit basket in the financial world? It's called an index fund. It's amazing. It's a type of fund that just automatically buys tiny little pieces of hundreds or even thousands of the biggest companies out there. So you're not betting on one single company to win. You're just making a simple bet that the entire economy will grow over time. It gives you instant diversification, and honestly, for beginners, it's the simplest strategy for steady, long-term growth.
Okay, that was a lot of theory. I get it. But knowing this stuff is totally useless if you don't actually do something with it. So let's turn all this knowledge into action with a really simple, step-by-step plan you can literally start today.
So here it is, your 30-day challenge. Your homework, if you will. Week 1, I just want you to track where your money goes. No judging, no changing anything, just awareness. Week 2, now you can build that 50-30-20 budget. Week 3, start your emergency fund. I don't care if it's with just $50, just start. And in week 4, just go and open an investment account. You don't even have to put much money in it, just get it open and see how it works. See? Small steps, totally manageable. And as we finish up here, I want to leave you with one last thought. The whole point of all this, it isn't to have a garage full of Ferraris. It's about freedom. Real wealth is the freedom to say no to things you don't want to do. It's having the peace of mind to design a life that you actually, truly want to live. You now have the map. It's your turn to take that first step.